before we get started. All right, it's top of the hour. Welcome, everyone. My name is Tonya. This is a comeback yoga, all levels class. And this class will last about 50 minutes, 50. And we will be doing some seated poses, a couple of standing poses, and then back down to the ground for some seated work, some stretching, and then a final relaxation meditation at the end. A couple things you'll need for today's practice. One is a towel. Like I just have a bath towel or a hand towel. You could use like a kitchen towel or, even just a bath towel, something that is a little bit wider than your shoulders or a lot wider than your shoulders that you could adjust your hand position with. And then also, if you have like a sturdy object, a wall, desk, chair, something that's sturdy, you want to have that nearby as well. And I just want to kind of provide a little orientation to the space here today. So over here, I have plants. Well, I've got plants everywhere because I love plants. But on this side, I have tables, and the tables are. I'm just going to refer to this side as the table side, and then the non-table side or the window side. This is a big window here. So if you want to take a moment and orient yourself to your space, maybe noticing the exits, the doorways, maybe if you kind of get familiar. You probably know your space, you probably live in it, but just take a moment to kind of scan your surroundings. Just notice where you are in your room and what is present in your room. Could be nothing, could be some favorite objects. Maybe you also have plants in your room. So, Comeback Yoga is a nonprofit organization that serves veterans, active duty military, and their support team. And we're based out of Denver, Colorado, but we're providing yoga classes in person as well as on this online YouTube platform. So you can watch this class again and again and again. If you wanted to repeat, sometimes there's some sequences that you like to repeat that really felt good in your body, and know that you can watch it again or pick it up later, as it is recorded and uploaded for viewing later. There's so many different classes on here to support you on this platform. So something that maybe having difficulty balancing, maybe something's going on internally that is not allowing you to balance. And there's some just seated classes. There's some more challenging classes, level 2 classes. But this is an all levels class today. And we'll be working, like I said, what we'll be doing is some seated, standing, and then seated and meditation at the end. So do what you can, work with what you've got, and let's go ahead and get started. So finding a comfortable seat, I'm just sitting on an exercise ball. You could be sitting on a chair or on the floor. So go ahead and get yourself comfortable. And you might just take a couple of sighs, bringing those shoulders up towards the ears and just kind of letting them drop. Maybe those audible exhales. Sometimes is what we really need to let things go. At least to acknowledge that it is there and then to let it go. Good. And then take a moment to find a stillness, noticing your breath. If you're breathing in through your nose, or are you breathing in through your mouth? If your sinuses are blocked for physiological or physical reasons, then just breathe naturally through your mouth. We can visualize the breath coming in through our nose, which has many benefits to nose breathing. But either way, just stay present with how your breath is coming in and out your body. Noticing any sensations of air passing across your lips or the back of your throat. And your eyes can be closed or down. Feel the length of your body as you breathe in. So you might even get a little bit more lift upward towards the ceiling. And feeling the shoulders broadening, feeling your waistline, even your rib cage broadening as you inhale. And as you exhale, try to feel a little bit more length coming through your spine. So, lengthening, even if you're on your back, even if there is hardware in your back, just visualize the lengthening. So it may not be coming in the vertebra, certainly, if there's hardware in your back, but visualize maybe the muscles lengthening, the connective tissue lengthening. Sometimes visualizing is just as effective as actually making it happen. Noticing the jaw, if your upper and lower teeth are connected, or is there space between the upper and lower? And let's take 3 more breaths. Again, if you're comfortable now at this point, maybe your eyes close. Maybe your gaze goes downward for 2 more breaths. All right, if your eyes are closed, I invite you to lift them and go ahead and grab your towel and hold on to it so that it's a little wider than your shoulders. With your next breath in, send your arms forward. Little tautness on the towel, and bring your arms up over. Just as high as they'll go. And then exhale, bend your elbows to the right or one side towards the plant, the window. Inhale, bring your arms up and bend your elbows towards the tables. Inhale, bring your arms up and just kind of going side to side, kind of seesawing. Don't have to put a lot of effort into this, just kind of go with the flow. And let's do one more time on each side. Good. And then bringing your arms down. Let's roll the shoulders. A couple of shoulder rolls. And the other way. And then back the other way. And then finding stillness, noticing what you notice. Is there any kind of special sensations, warmth, tingling, burning, maybe in those shoulders? Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. All right, I'm going to show this next one from the side. So I'm going to take sorry, this ball makes a lot of noise. Okay, take your arms out in front of you and then just kind of move your shoulders back and forward. You can even round your spine a little here if you want, reaching forward and back. So it's kind of like just a little pushing and pulling. And then the next time you bring your arms or your shoulders back, bring your arms up towards the ceiling. And then bend your elbows, maybe tapping the towel on your head. Bring your arms up overhead and lower your arms all the way down. You could do this standing if you'd like. Inhale, bring the arms about shoulder height. Let's shrug the shoulders back and then bring your arms up overhead. Maybe your hands come behind your head, maybe tapping the shoulders. And inhale, slight pull on the towel Exhaling, lower your arms down. We'll just do that one more time. So the arms coming out in front, kind of a shoulder roll back, and like you're rowing. And inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, a little tautness on the towel. Tap it maybe on your shoulders. And keeping the tautness on the towel. And bring your arms up and lower down. Okay. All right. And then just rest your hands on your lap. A lot of times, shoulder work can give us a sense of energy, energizing, can be uplifting, but also depends on what's going on in your shoulders. All right. So now just place the towel kind of around your waist, and maybe it comes onto your lap. It just depends on how long your towel is. I'm going to have to set my towel there. Okay, so bring both arms out to the sides, about shoulder height, and then turn your thumbs down towards the floor. So internal rotation of those shoulders, and kind of even shrug like you're doing some kind of a fancy dance there. Okay, and then bring one hand around for the towel. Okay, so you're going to find that towel behind your back. And then this other hand, my towel's not quite long enough, is going to grab the towel, and you're going to seesaw kind of along your waistline until you can find a sweet spot. And then, so you're holding the towel out in front like so, and your other hand is holding the towel behind. So from behind, it's looking like this. Yeah? Okay. So stay there a couple of breaths. And if it's comfortable now, we'll turn our head towards the elbow that's wrapped around. And maybe your chin comes down a little closer towards your chest. Right. And then bringing your head back to center. All right. And then taking both arms behind, lifting your arms back up towards the ceiling. A little bit of movement upwards with those arms, and then back down. Bring the arms up and down and up and down. One more time. Up and down. Good. Now maybe still holding the towel, and bring the towel to the other side. Holding the towel around the waistline, and then looking over your other shoulder. And maybe your chin coming down. Breathing. And coming back to center. Taking your arms back behind you. And then this time, turn your palms face up. So elbows bent out to the sides and your palms facing up with your hands kind of close to your waistline. And again, showing this from the side, you're going to have your towel at the waistline and roll the shoulders back and opening up your chest. You might even be able to slide your towel up a little higher like so, and pull the towel towards you as you open your chest. And then release. Good. All right. We're back in business. I had some poor internet there for a moment. So I think we're still back. We're still online. All right, great. So we're going to come down onto our mat now. And you won't be needing that towel, but that hopefully felt okay for you. And we're actually going to come all the way down to our stomach. Actually, having the towel would be helpful here. So once you come down onto your stomach, you can take the towel kind of across your back here, the low back. And you're going to turn your palms face up, grabbing the towel either at your back or alongside of your hips, whatever is most accessible. I'm just going to rest my hands next to my hips. And just turn your head to one side for a moment and get really long. Again, through your legs, through your spine, through your torso. I'm taking a couple of breaths here. And lifting your head, turn your head to the other side for about 3 breaths. Good. All right, bring your head back to center. And we'll lift the arms and the hands with the towel. Roll your shoulders back and down. Your arms might start to lift up higher towards the ceiling, or maybe they stay down low. With your next breath in, lift your chest and move your hands, your towel, towards your feet. And lifting up, exhale, lower down. Your arms might come up higher. Turn your head to one side. And then lower your arms, lift your head, reach the hands towards the heels. Exhale, lower down. Your arms might lift and turn your head to the other side. Let's do one more time. So shoulders roll back, lift up, exhale, and lower down. One more time. With your breath, inhale to center. Reach the towel towards the heels. Exhale, lower down, and turn your head. Now just release the towel all the way. Just relaxing your hands, relaxing your shoulders, maybe even circling your wrists. Great. And we'll take the the toes under, hands coming under the shoulders. We're going to press up to tabletop or plank. With your exhale, press yourself up. Coming into the tabletop plank or knees lifted for regular plank. And then moving with your next breath, moving back, take one arm under, thread the needle. You can use your head or towel under your head or behind your knees. Get a stretch to the shoulders. Your hips might stay elevated or they might move back towards your heels. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. Great. And coming forward, switching sides, tucking that other arm under, head coming down, maybe to the blanket or the towel, I mean. You might be using a blanket. The bottom arm outstretched, top arm can be there for support. All right, and then come back. All right, come onto your forearms and clasp your hands. So interlacing all the fingers and start to move your hips back towards your heels. Your hands can come to the back of your head or walk your elbows forward and the hands might come closer to the shoulder blades. If this is too much for your knees, you can keep your hips up or you could even use your towel behind the knees or under the knees. Take 2 more breaths here. Nice tricep extension, side body lengthening. One more breath. Good. And release your arms. Release your hands. And let's press up into downward facing dog. Toes come under, hips move back, and lift your legs. Now, with all this upper body work, you might already start to notice how open your back feels in downward dog. Hopefully, that is the case. Let's just take a couple more breaths here, inviting some length through the arms, fingers, heels, legs. 2 more breaths. Good. And walk your hands now back to your feet, coming into a forward fold. Your feet might walk closer together or wider, and maybe there's a little movement forward and back. And bend your knees. Grab opposite elbows and move your elbows side to side. Maybe your head moves up and down. If you feel dizzy with this though, keep your gaze forward. Maybe keep your head in line with your heart. All right, and release. Bending the knees to come up, hands onto your thighs, and come all the way up slowly since we've been on the ground for some time. You've got a wall nearby if you feel dizzy. And let's just reorient ourselves back into our space, noticing what's in front of you in your room, any sounds that you might pick up on, noticing the surface beneath you. Great. All right. So come to face the long edge of your mat and step your legs out nice and wide. So possibly as wide as your hands, maybe not that wide. Going to whatever feels stable for you. All right. Okay. So let's bring the arms out into a T position parallel to the earth, and then bring one arm under the other, grabbing either opposite shoulders, elbows, or maybe even just, somewhere else on your ribs. And then open your arms. We'll go the other way, bringing the other elbow on top. And then open back up again. All right, so turning your toes towards the tables here, arms sweeping out. This is if your mat is facing me. So I'm going to turn my leg towards the tables. Exhale, bend your front knee. And then straighten. Exhale, bend. Let's add some arm movement. So arms stay straight. And then we're going to bring the arms across our chest. Open up, straighten, and bring the other elbow on top. One more time. Good. And then coming down into your warrior two, reverse warrior. So your palm lifts, that's above that knee. Reach forward towards my plants and reach up towards the ceiling. Exalted warrior. Now straighten your front leg and bend it. Pushing into your feet, straighten, reach the top arm up and bend. You might go deeper than what I'm showing. And last one, reach up and come down. Good. Back to warrior two and straighten. All right, good. So starting to build maybe a little bit of fatigue and maybe some heat in the body to prepare us for our final relaxation and stretching. All right, open your arms parallel to the earth, toes pointing out, and bringing your arms across. You can come down and then straighten and change the cross of those elbows. Straighten, open. One more time. holding on to the shoulders or elbows and coming back up. Coming now back down into your warrior two. Turn your palm up, reach towards the window and reach up towards the ceiling. Big side stretch here. 2 more breaths, but we'll straighten our leg as we breathe in. And then exhale. Try to keep that knee widening. One more time. That knee is moving towards your pinky toe. And one more time. Good. And coming all the way up. Opening your arms, parallel your feet, and bring your arms across. Grabbing your shoulders again, and we'll put a little bend in the knees, round down, all the way down. Keep rounding down, bending those knees, coming down closer to the earth. Keep squeezing your elbows in towards your chest for 2 more breaths. And then release your hands down to the ground. Straighten out those legs. Maybe your hands stay on the ground. Maybe they're grabbing your legs somewhere. All right, and bend your knees and make yourself come all the way up, heel toe or hop your feet in together and walk it out. All right. So we're going to need to be near one of those sturdy objects. So it could be a wall, a desk, chair. I'm going to use the table here for this on this side, and then on this side I'll use the ledge. All right. So you're going to turn your toes out. So kind of like you're about to launch off, which we are. We're going to move into our first balance, or our one and only balance pose today. So I'm going to kind of bring the hands in front of your chest here. Turn your toes out and put a little bend in your knees. Step in and then open your arms, just lifting your heel. And we'll come back in. Maybe lifting the front of your foot and then step in and open. Come back in, heel presses down. Let's do that again. Open and back in. One more time. Open. Just kind of working through the bottoms of the feet. All right, last one here. We're going to open, and then you might be able to feel like you could lift your leg off the floor. Maybe you come down onto that sturdy object. Maybe your leg comes up a little bit higher. I'm kind of hidden here behind my plants. Okay, maybe you keep coming for your half moon pose. Yeah, that's great. All right. And then rise all the way up, reach up with your arm, and then touch down. All right, good. And walk it out. Maybe some arm swings. All right. So bringing your hands in front of your chest, keeping those shoulders broad, elbows wide, chest lifted. Turn your toes out and just kind of rock forward and back on your feet here, just initially. We didn't do that the last time. Just kind of rock forward and back, lifting your heel and maybe even lifting the front of your foot. Just kind of getting a sense of your feet as you move forward and back. All right, good. And then you might find that when you push off, you just get a little lift, get a little flight. And then if you feel like you could just land it, then open it up. Maybe your back leg lifts, maybe it doesn't, maybe you're holding on to that sturdy object. Maybe your top arm reaches up a little bit higher. Find that sweet spot where there's effort and ease for 2 more breaths. Great. And then reach up. You can even push into your object to come down. Nice work. Walk it out. Swing out those arms. All right. Good work. So that was our balance work for today. We're going to do our standing sequence just one more time and then come back down to the ground. All right, legs go out wide, open up your arms, turning your toes towards the table, and then bringing your arms across your chest and opening, straightening your leg. Bring your arms across your chest the other way and push and straighten. One more time. Good. And then come low, reverse your warrior, reach your arm up to the ceiling, maybe wrap your arm around your back like we did with the towel. Reach up and straighten. Push into your legs and your feet, lower and straighten. One more time. Coming down and reaching up. Excellent. And then lower down. Maybe you clasp your hands behind you or you can grab your towel. Roll your shoulders back and down and come forward into our fold. Your arms reaching up overhead. Or maybe they're just staying behind. All right, bending your knees, release your hands and come all the way up to standing. Turn your toes out. Hopefully you're still with me. It says I have unstable internet again. We have a lot of overcast weather here today, so hopefully you're still with me. All right, I'll just keep going. Inhale, opening the arms, and then bringing your arms across, coming low. Push and straighten. Take it easy, tracking sensations in that front knee, and straighten. One more time. And open. Good. Come low. And then reverse your warrior. Reach up. Wrap your left arm around. Or one arm around, your back arm around. And then push to straighten. Come low. Push. One more time. Lower. And straighten. Keeping your arm wrapped around your waist. Grab the forearms behind your back, lifting your chest, and then extend your arms. Maybe you clasp your hands behind or grab your towel and exhale, fold forward. Release your arms down, hands to the ground. And lunge towards one side of your mat. It doesn't matter which side. Lower your back knee down for just a moment. Maybe patting your knee here. Coming into Crescent Lunge, just a big stretch. And lowering down. Lift your back knee. Walk around to the other side, lunging. Maybe your knee stays lifted. Maybe you lower it. Inhale, crescent. And exhale to lower. Now bring that back leg in and come to find the center of your mat approximately. And grab the back of your knees. Roll down all the way onto your back. If it's okay to be on your back, you might find a different position. Take both knees into your chest, maybe holding behind your legs or the fronts of your shins. And placing one foot down to the floor, the other knee goes across. Squeeze your legs towards one another and then lower your knees down to the side. So opposite direction of the top knee. And look over your back shoulder, back arm, noticing anything on the wall there at the side. Maybe your fingers. Taking 3 more breaths here, deepening, slowing your breath down now that we're coming down to our final cool down, our final meditation. Unwind your legs, come back through center, knees to chest. And other foot to the floor, cross at your knees, open your arms. Use your exhale, lower your knees down, maybe grabbing your knee as you look in the opposite direction. Tracking sensation along the way, never to go beyond the point of potential injury. Moving slowly and mindfully into and out of our postures. We got one more deep breath here. And unwind your legs, come back through the middle. One leg goes down to the floor, either foot stays on the floor or extend your leg, and then your other leg goes up towards the ceiling. Holding on to either the hamstring muscles along the back of your leg, your calf, or some of you might have long enough arms to reach your foot, but more important is that you keep those shoulders down, you keep your hips down, and that you don't have any, again, potential injury. Maybe the ankle would like a little rotation here, one direction and then the other. And take it down to the ground. Both feet, both legs, and then stretch up through your arms. Reach out through your legs and feet. And lower. And we'll do the other side for the hamstring stretch. So again, maybe your other leg stays bent, or maybe you'd like to straighten it. And circle your ankle, noticing just pops and cricks and tightness in there. It's to be expected. It does get better though. The more you practice yoga, the better it gets. Great. And we'll take 3 more breaths here, allowing the lengthening to come just easily, without strain. Just finding the ease in the posture, ease in your breath. And then lower your leg down. Both legs go straight, arms reach up overhead, like a good morning yawn for your body, stretching out. Noticing the tips of your toes, the tips of your fingers. And then releasing your arms down. So we're ready now, or at least I'm going to guide you now into our final meditation. If you have other postures or positions that you'd like to find before that, give yourself permission to do that before the guided meditation. So I'll give you a minute to do that. I'll be sitting up to guide your meditation today. So, as you now get settled into your final position, whether you're lying, seated, standing, whatever you need to do, I invite you now to just draw your awareness to your breath. Breath essential for life. It happens automatically. And once we become aware of it, it can bring us to, can help us slow down, can help center us, can help calm us just by simply noticing it. Our breath really wants to be noticed. And once we notice it, then it allows this calming effect to occur. So as your body is being breathed, the natural respiratory rhythm of your body, what is it? There is a rhythm to your own respiratory rhythm. It ebbs and flows. And this can change throughout the course of your day, throughout the course of your lifetime. So, what is it currently? What is the ebb and flow of your breath? What is that state? And finding ease in that state, finding comfort. Is your breath smooth? Does it feel irregular? Does it feel spacious? Does it feel stable? Are there other qualities you might describe your breath as? Does it feel cool? Does it feel warm? And notice if now your rhythm is beginning to change, shift, slow down, broaden, deepen, become more spacious. And as it comes in, noticing where it passes. So across your nose, your mouth. Do you feel it moving inside of your mouth, your throat? Do you feel your shoulders moving with your breath, your torso moving with your breath? Are you feeling the skin and your clothing move with your breath? And how there's this continual change, this rising and falling, this expanding and contracting, this ebb and flow, this fluctuation of your breath. And noticing how your body contains your breath. How it holds it. and then how it just naturally lets it go. As your body is breathed, you feel the breath filling you up. And then as you breathe out, a softening or resting phase of the breath, where your body feels at ease, welcoming in the state of well-being and ease, welcoming in comfort, welcoming in stability, welcoming in awareness, welcoming in this current state that just is. Just being. What is this state when you are just being? Where are you? When are you? How are you? Who are you? Welcome it all in and then empty out. Welcoming in these fluctuations of being present and then being somewhere else. Continue to feel these fluctuations of sensation, of ease, welcoming all that arises and all that falls, welcoming all that comes into your awareness and all that is no longer there. Welcoming what is and what is not. And now I welcome you or invite you to start to welcome in the surface beneath you, maybe touching it with your fingers, acknowledging the firmness or the forgiveness of the surface, the texture, the temperature of the surface, and start to really reconnect back to the space around you, sensing objects around you, sensing what might be, sensing what is currently in your surroundings, what is real, what is tangible, acknowledging any sounds coming in the space. And as you begin to kind of integrate back into your body, welcome in some movement. Welcome in any kind of movement. Maybe your head wants to move side to side towards your chest, wrists, ankles, fingers, toes, anything that is calling to you for re-enlivening and awakening your body. And once you feel ready, and if you're not already sitting, go ahead and join me in a seated posture if that's comfortable. Otherwise, you can stay right where you are. You have that choice as well. And once you arrive in your seated position, if you'd like to clasp your hands in front of your chest, press your palms forward, and take a big breath in as you reach your arms up. Take a side bend to one side, back up, other side, back up, and then wrap your arms across your chest, maybe giving yourself a nice squeeze here, and then releasing your hands. Hands in prayer for honoring, respecting, revering this life, this breath, this practice that can save, that rejuvenates, that restores, that heals. To you all, I bow with great love and respect. I'll see you next time. So grateful to have you here today. I look forward to seeing you again. Same time next week. We're live. Tell your friends, family, loved ones, strangers, share it, spread the word, spread the love. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check us out on the channel or in person. Be well, everyone. See you next time. Take care.